Everyone, welcome to the final showdown of 19th Asian Games, where India is fighting today for the gold medal. So this match we have taken from the Indian team, Vidit Gujrathi's game, which Vidit very cunningly outsmarted his opponent named John Gomez from Philippines, and overall Team India defeated Philippines by 3.5 points. And with this victory, unfortunately, Team India final standing is in the second place, so that means Team India back silver medal from this 18th Asian game. So let's look at this game which happened between these two players. So Gomez started with the move with the queen's pawn opening, pawn to d4, Vidit responded with knight f6, pawn to c4, pawn to e6, knight to f3, and then pawn to d5. So it's a standard queen's gambit decline variation, as you can see right now, played by both the players. Pawn to e3, defending this pawn with the bishop. The other Vidit plays a6. So what's the idea behind this move, everyone? The idea is quite very simple. That is, Vidit is planning to take this pawn in the next move, and after his opponent takes it back with his bishop, he will be counter attacking the bishop back again by the move pawn to b5, creating an attack and also making a way out for his bishop. So opponent very smartly played pawn to b3, defending the pawn. So he says, if Vidit takes my c4 pawn, I will be taking it back with my pawn. Pawn to c5, Vidit also strikes in the center with a very common idea, that is, if he takes my pawn, then Vidit will be also taking the pawn on c5. Bishop to b2, pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn, knight to c6, normal development from both the ends now. Bishop to d3, pawn to g6. So this was quite a little unique move played by Vidit, because usually in this opening it is very commonly seen that we develop our bishop from this diagonal, especially from the b4 square, the d6 square, or the e7 square. But Vidit showing his true power of 2700 rated club and plays the move pawn to g6. Opponent castles in the game. Vidit very smartly develops his bishop to the g7 square, making a Finchero structure in the chess match. Opponent plays bishop a3, stopping the king from castling in the game, to which Vidit responded with the move pawn takes c5, pawn takes c5, c4, and now Vidit simply captures the free pawn on the d4 square. And this was a crucial position where the master did a mistake by playing the move knight to d2. Before we discuss why that it was a mistake, let's talk about what was the correct move. The correct move was shifting the bishop one square back to the c2 square, and after that, once Vidit take his bishop, he can simply take it back with his queen, and now after Vidit develops his other bishop, something like this, then the master can simply develop his knights. So overall, the master is having a pretty good position with his pieces. As you can see, all pieces are quite very active, and the rook are also looking forward to come into the game as well. So that was one of the way the master could have gone for, but Gomez decided to went with the move knight to d2, which gave the chance to Vidit to execute a very beautiful move, which you can take your time and think what Vidit played in the next move. So the move was knight to b5. So this amazing move was played by Vidit. Vidit is simply targeting the bishop on the d3 square. Along with it, he's also targeting the a3 bishop at the same time. So this is called as discover attack in chess, where Vidit have discovered his queen attacking the bishop on d3, to which master responded with knight to e4, defending his d3 bishop with his queen, also challenging Vidit's knight. But Vidit says, I don't need to worry at all on that side, I will simply take away your bishop. But master was prepared. He came up with a check to the king and also attacking the knight at the same time, and both pieces can't be defended. So Vidit defended his king. That was the first priority with the blocking. Opponent again gave a very nice check to the king. It looks like Vidit is in danger, but that was not the reality. King e7, again a pretty good move, counter attacking the knight back again. The knight simply takes the bishop again with a check. A couple of sequence of check moves by the opponent, but Vidit very well defending it quite against that checks. Rook takes a knight. Queen takes a knight with a check again. The other queen blocks a check. Queen gets away from the queen because opponent knows it that he's lacking behind a pawn, so he can't afford exchanging the pieces. So he avoided the queen trade, but Vidit now rotates his knight to the d7 square, also again creating a discover attack towards the rook. The rook goes away, and then knight to c5 attacks the queen and also attacks the bishop at the same time. The queen moves back. Vidit now rotate his queen to the other side, plays queen f4, activating the queen in a much better square and also getting away from the threat of the bishop and the rook attack. Okay, rook to e1. Vidit simply plays bishop f6, commanding in this solid position, solid square. Rook to e3, making more protection for the bishop, but Vidit brings another rook here on the d8 square, pressurizing the bishop even more than earlier. Queen to b4, pinning the knight. The master is saying, I will not allow you to move your knight. Vidit simply bring back his queen, also defend his knight. Opponent also bring back his other rook. And now Vidit very smartly played rook to d6, also getting away from the pinning of the knight. Also, he is planning to form a battery. Opponent plays bishop d e2. Vidit forms a battery. Rook takes rook. Rook takes rook. Rook comes again. Vidit plays queen b6. As I said, Vidit is winning, so that's why he's going for the simple strategy of exchanging pieces. Opponent again avoids it, but Vidit now plays knight to e4 and also threatening an attack on the f2 square. Opponent defends it with his rook. h5, Vidit now starts his attack with the pawn storm and plays pawn h5. Very aggressive move. Opponent plays g3, making a room for the king maybe. Pawn to g5, Vidit is going all in now for the attack. He knows that here is his moment to do the final breakdown of the position. Knight to e1, and now here Vidit plays queen to b2, offering a queen trade with his opponent, but opponent avoided it and played the desperate queen e3 move, but this allowed Vidit to give the final blow in the game, that is knight to d2. So this move completely traps a rook, and now Vidit is going to gain more material than before. Opponent tries to attack the rook, but it was too late. Rook c6 simply defends the rook. The rook is trapped, so Vidit simply takes a rook, also attacking the queen back again. Opponent takes a knight, check to the king. King goes here, and after queen d4, there was a resignation by the opponent, and Vidit won this match. So with this match, India overall defeated the country Philippines with 3.5 point and bagged silver medal for the first time in an Asian Games. When the last time this Asian Games happened, including the chess sports, India actually bagged bronze medal in the individual category, but this is the first time India bagging the silver medal and showing the true dominance over the other countries. Apart from that, the women's team also made India proud by winning the silver medal for our country. So great showdown by both the teams, and we wish them good luck for their upcoming tournaments. Thank you and have a great day.